Alrighty. Wheeze bees about ready to start. So the big thing is Gamboa making his KBO debut, which is the main reason why we're doing this game instead of the LG versus Hanwha game. That's first versus second. So yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what he does. I looked at his AAA stats. They were not good. I don't know how else to explain this. 4.19 ERA in AAA this year, 8 games, only 2 starts. He has been going. So I went through. I even looked at his last 5 games. His last 5 games, 2.1 innings, 3.2 innings, 2.0 innings, 3.2 innings, and 2 innings. So we'll see how he does. I can't imagine he's going to throw more than 70, 80 pitches. Harado on the mound for Samsung, Mr. Quality Starts. He's going to go 6 innings no matter what. During the week, a 153 ERA. He also has his home ERA and his road ERA is almost the exact same, which says a lot because he plays in his home games here in Samsung, which is such a hitter's park, lots of home runs. But he's only given up 6 home runs on the season. He gave up 19 all of last year. He's pitching better this year, but whether he's pitching better or it's mainly because, again, I feel the ball is different this year than years past. So, Jang Dusung will lead things off as he looks at a strike one, and we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Jang Dusung, 317 on the season in the hanging out in center field, took over once Wong Sung Bin ended up going out. As that is going to be a single into center field, and just like that, the perfect game, the no hitter, and all of that other stuff is over. So a runner on first now, and he has some speed. So we'll see if they go in motion. Nice little inside out swing, puts it right over into center field, and they've got the leadoff runner on base for Go Sung Min. Lotte leads the league in average, in team average. Samsung leads the league in home runs. Part of that is because of the stadium they play in. It's also part of how the team is built. Is that is in there for strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Oh, Gosling Mean up to 306 now. He's again, he was another guy that started pretty slow, doing much better now. Harado, last 2 games, again, he's gonna go 6 innings no matter what. I remember I did a game the other day, a couple weeks ago, where he went 6 innings, but he gave up 10 hits and 5 runs, but somehow he still ended up going 6 innings. He's going to give you 100 pitches, 95, 100, 110 pitches, whatever it takes to go 6 innings. So here comes the 1-1. Nope. We're going to check over on the runner over at first. So the big matchup, obviously, Harado on the mound for Samsung and Gamboa on the mound for Lotte. Also, you have the hit leader and Reyes, who's currently on deck, as that is grounded foul. And you have the home run leader, who is on first base. All righty, the 1-2 pitch of Corrado, 75. What a number. Love of the big numbers is that is it just misses inside and it's 2-2. Just missed above the zone on the inside corner. Lotte taking their cheerleaders up to Daegu as the 2-2 is a slapped foul. And, well, we'll have another 2-2 count. And Lotte and Daegu, or Busan and Daegu, are very close to each other. So they're kind of a geographic rivalry. And another check over. Check it, check it, check it, check it, check it. He's got the pink sliding mitt with the gold lightning bolts. Is the 2-2 is not going to happen as he just got picked off. And that will be one away. That's embarrassing. Getting picked off by a righty. Got him leaning. That's why you have a lefty over at the first base is Go Sung Min now. That's going to be a ground ball. Yuji Huck, the little jump Jeter throw, and that will be 2 away. Probably would have been a double play anyway if even if he wouldn't have been thrown out or he wouldn't have been picked off. So, but you never know. All right, Reyes steps in and looks its ball one low, 1-0. Rado from Panama versus Reyes from Venezuela. And the 1-0 is going to be a ground ball. Shortstop picks it up, throws across, and that will be 3 away. They get a leadoff single, but he's picked off, and then they easily go down. We'll go to the bottom of thy first. It's 0-0. So finally getting to see Kim Ji Chan as he has been injured multiple times. So we'll see. Welcome, welcome. Alex Gable comes to see Alec Gamboa, apparently. How you been, Alex? Oh, Kim Ji Chan finally healthy. He's still only DHing. He is not playing center field. But Arado gets kind of out of that. They play. They're playing LG. Actually, they're number 1 versus number 2. All right, there's the guy that we're streaming this game for. Alec Gamboa making his KBO debut. Super awesome stats that are absolutely useless. Yeah, last year I only streamed Hanwha games. This year I stream whoever you guys vote for. So Gamboa has not played in the trip. Has only played in. He has only played in AAA. He has some walk issues this season. So he's pitched in 8 games, 2 starts this year, 19.1 innings. He has 12 strikeouts, but he has 13 walks. But it is slightly different when he starts. The 2 starts he has a 2.45 ERA, 7.1 innings, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. So he has not given up any home runs on the season in AAA, and that is a strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. So Kim Ji Chan, 322 on the season. He started out super hot, then got injured, came back, got injured again, and now he is back currently as the 0-1 is fouled away and it's 0-2. So Gamboa did not pitch well in AAA. He played in the Dodgers organization. His last few games, he's gone 2 or 3 innings, a couple of those in starts, a couple of those in relief. But he throws hard for a lefty. As he in there with 142, looks like maybe a curveball slider. I don't know what his pitches are. I do know that he throws about a 152, 153, can get up to 155 or 156 with his, and that is definitely the hardest left-hander in the league. Is that is going to be his first strikeout as Kim Ji Chan looks at it, and that's one away. Four pitches, one strikeout. That's the way to, I guess, start your KBO career. They're not going to have a lot on him. So as far as pitches go, the two starts he has 55 pitches and 58 pitches. So 60, 70, maybe 80 pitches is if he's really cruising. I could see him pitching, but I have to think that he's going to be about 70 pitches or so. As the 1-0, he sets up right down the middle, and that is in the dirts. 2-0. So his last game, 2.1 innings, 40 pitches, gave up two hits, two walks, no strikeouts. One did give up one run. As here comes the 2-0 pitch. And that misses outside, 3-0. You also have to realize that the KBO ball is a little bit tighter wound and a little bit smaller with higher seams than the MLB ball. Now, I don't know how it compares to the MILB ball, but that is a strike on the outside, and it's 3-1. So EJ Hyun, 237 on the season for probably the best defensive shortstop in the league. And the 3-1 is going to be lifted into center field, and that's going to be a one-out single. And both teams are now done with their no-hitters in perfect games. Let's just find a different game, I guess. All right, that's going to bring up Kim Song Yoon. Samsung is very lefty heavy, as that is fouled away. They also tend to strike out quite a bit. 339 on the season for Kim Sung Yoon. It'll be interesting as how are they going to do against a guy that throws way harder than they're used to seeing from the left side, as they check over on EJ Hyun, sorry. And here we go. The 0-1 pitch sets up right down the middle and catches him on the outside. It's 0-2. Alrighty, here comes the 0-2 pitch and a swing and a miss, and that's strikeouts number 2 on the day. That's gonna bring up Diaz. And this is the matchup right here. Hard swinging, currently the home run leader in the KBO versus a hard throwing lefty. And that misses way outside. Ball 1. 64 hits, 20 home runs already, 58 RBIs, leading the league in RBIs and home runs. Not far behind Reyes in the hit department. As the 1-0 is fouled away, 1-1. 308's now on the season. He had himself a heck of. I think that's a huge hole just because like outfield wise, they now have a massive gap in that left field. I mean, Pak Sung Gyu, no way. And I know, is he still the captain or is someone else the captain now? As the 2-1 pitch sets up on the outside, and they'll check over it first. Like I'm still not entirely sure why. Is he hurt? Because he's still on the roster. He just hasn't been playing well. As the 2-1 is fouled away, 2-2, 151 on the gun there. I have to imagine that he comes in once Gamboa comes out, though, unless he's hurt. Yes, the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, a runner on first, 2 strikeouts already for Gamboa. And a swing, and the second baseman slides to his knee and scoops it up. And I thought it was up the middle, already past the second baseman, but he was able to grab it, gets up, throws, and that's will be 3 away. He gives up a single, but he gets out of it, and we will go to the second inning. Quite a few pitches there. 17 pitches. Again, he has got to be on a pitch count. Lotte will have their 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. That doesn't make sense either because Bujauk is hitting 340 against lefties. Hanwha quickly down at 2-0 as LG is a walk or a single, a walk, and a single with 2 outs. All right, Jun Janu looks at a strike, barely touches the outside bottom corner, and it's 0-1. 289 on the season for Jun Janu. A huge solo shot as that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop diving off from his knees, not in time. And that will be another leadoff single for Lotte. See if they can avoid getting picked off this time. Great stop by EJ Hyun as he's diving right on the edge of the grass and dirt from his knees, not able to get Jun Janu. Despite his age, he still runs fairly well. All right, Yoon Dong Hee steps in as that is outside 1-0. 296 now on the season for the right fielder. He was sit down early in the season because he was struggling so bad. Has already got his average up to 300. That is fouled away, and it's 1-1. Parado mainly throws his 4-seam fastball 30% of the time, 144. Doesn't overpower guys. but he throws his other three pitches fairly evenly. Dreads, as that is in there for a strike, and it's a 1-2. So change up 21% of the time, then two seam 20% of the time, and a curveball 15% of the time. So a lot of pitchers in this league are going to be heavy on their fastball, and then a couple pitches they'll throw a little bit as that is fouled straight back, and it stays 1-2. So mainly that I think he is more with lack of walks and deception. He's pretty good with his location. Only 19 walks in 71.2 innings coming into this game. Thank you, Nasser. Nasser. As that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman grabs it, throws to the second base, and then not in time. So that will be a 5-4 putouts if you're scoring at home. If you're not, don't worry, I am. Oh, one away now on the ground ball to the third baseman. As they're going to replay that. It looked safe to me. But KBO, they've got to video replay every single close game, every single close play. And of course, it's Lotte. So you know, I've been told Brandon Marsh is a lot more common than Harper. Yeah, easily safe. What a wasted call. That I mean, Daegu's about 100 and something kilometers away, and I could see that. All right, so we've got one away now. Yugang Nam is stepping in. 321 on the season for the backstop. That's just misses outside. 1-0. 321, 4 home runs. Big reason why Lotte finished in seventh last year instead of a little higher was actually because he missed most of the season. He ended up getting hurt, and they missed his offense. Thank you, thank you. Are you ready for the WBC, Emiliano? As the 2-0 sets up on the outside in the dirts, and it's 3-0. And I am American, not Korean. All righty, here we go. The 3-0 sets up on the inside, and he just catches the inside corner, 3-1. Loving the Gerardo rec specs. Gerardo has not pitched well against Lotte in his career. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, our first full count of the day. Let us all celebrate. Yes, for full counts. All righty. All righty, here comes the 3-2 pitch. 22 pitches now for Gerardo. And a swing and a miss there. And that's going to be his first strikeout of the day. And 2 away. Brings up the number 7 hitter, Junmin Jae, leading the league in batting average. Did not have a good weekend series against Hanwha, though. Junmin Jae, 370 on the season. Looks at strike one at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Yeah, I'm going to try to stream the WBC. Obviously, I think most people can watch it for free, but give you guys a place to chit chatty, talky, as that is a pitch way outside, and it's 1-1. And I think I do better than a lot of the professional broadcasters. They just like to hear themselves talk too much. All righty, here we go. The 1-1 pitch that sets up on the outside, and that is in the dirt, and it's 2-1. I did a little bit of the Premier 12, which obviously Mexico hosted. If anybody is confused, it's why Lotte is the away team, and on the first base side there, again, Samsung and Kia both have their home dugouts on the third base side. All the other teams in the league, the home team is the first base side. All righty, the 2-1 pitch, and that is ripped, but foul, and it's 2-2. 17 pitches now in this inning as Gerardo, 10 in the first inning, 17 so far in this inning. Both innings, Lotte starts the inning with a leadoff single, but have yet to get a hit since then. All righty, here we go. The 2-2 pitch, and that is popped up, but foul and out of play. I have the wrong inning. It is the second inning. The button didn't work apparently. All righty, here we go. Top of the second to 2-on or 2-2 counts, and fouled again. 29 pitches for Gerardo as he's getting ready to throw his 20th of this inning. It was just right on cue. They throw the 29 up there. All righty, here we go. The 2-2 pitch once again sets up with his glove on the ground, and he fouls that once again. Just gets a piece of it as he fouls it into the dirt. A big at bats here. Running that pitch count up again. Gerardo is going to throw 100 something pitches. He is going to give you 6 innings. I believe this is at or pitch number 9 of this at bats. I want to say. As it sets up on the outside this time, he does not go and runs the counts full. We've got another full count, ladies and gentlemen. All righty, 31 pitches, 21 in this inning. Here comes the 3-2 count, sets up right down the middle, and that's fouled. Or not fouled. Oh my God, my ear just popped. Uh-huh. A single to right and moves the runner over to third. Sorry, guys, my ear just popped right when he hit that. I don't know what happened. All right, so he comes up with a 2-out single, moves the runner over. A very, very good at bat there. That brings up the number 8 hitter, Nasen Yup, who was at 1 point the number 4 hitter in the lineup. All right, here we go. The first pitch to Nasen Yup is in there for strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. 23 pitches now in this inning for Gerardo. 257 on the season for Nasen Yup. Sets up at the letters. And he hits it, and that's a strike. And it's 0-2 on the missed swing. Love watching these pitchers actually go up. If you were around last year for any of my broadcasts, you heard me talking about how I really think they can get a lot of strikes going up in the zone because a lot of the KBO guys have always worked down, down, down. As here comes the ball on That's going to be right to Diaz. It eats him up, but he grabs himself in a undisclosed location as he steps on the bag, and that's will be three away. They get a couple singles, but they leave two on, and we'll go to the bottom of thy second, tied up at the goose eggies. So, they leave two runners on, but they do run that pitch count up for Arado. 25 pitches in that inning gives him 35 for the game so far. So Gamboa, 17 pitches in the first inning for him. We'll see what he does here. As again, so for Gamboa, again, I don't know what he throws as far as pitches go. I don't know what speed or anything because the MILB, the minor leagues, they don't keep track of stuff like that. Uh, so in his last five outings, he played Albuquerque Isotopes, went 2.1 innings through 40 pitches, 24 for strikes. Before that, he played against the El Paso Chihuahuas, 3.2 innings, 55 pitches, 2 days. And then the game before that was also against El Paso Chihuahuas, 2 innings, 47 pitches. Before that, force on the 17th of April, Tacoma Rainiers through 58 pitches. Before that, the I believe it's a Round Rock Express, 35 pitches. So just really don't know how many pitches he's going to be able to throw. Kim Young Un steps in at 255 on the season. Is a guy that is a huge home run threat, but he's also a huge strikeout threat. He is returned back to form. He was having a ton of trouble earlier in the season and was sent down to the minors as he's only hitting a 222 this month, but 3 home runs. So 40 home runs on the season, 8 of them have been home runs. But I believe at one point he was leading the league in strikeouts and by a large margin. 51 strikeouts on the season, fourth in the league, despite missing quite a bit of time because he was sent down. All righty, here we go. The 0-2 pitch just sets up way on the outside. And he did he go? And that says the home plate umpire says, "Yep, he wins." And just like I said, he strikes out a lot, ladies and gentlemen. That's the third strikeout of the day for Gamboa. Uh, if I look at Gamboa's last 5 games in the K or in the AAA, he 2 of them had 3 strikeouts. So he is now tied his last 5 game high, I guess is what we'll call it. As Kang Min Ho looks at a pitch that bounces into the dirt, and it's 1-0. 258 on the season for Kang Min Ho, not quite having the season that he had last year, which is part of the reason why Samsung is so far down. Hit a 303 last year and 258 this year. Is that's going to be a ground ball past the diving Na Sung Yup, and once again strikes out the first batter of the inning and then gives up a single to the second batter. One out, a single, is second hit of the day for Samsung. EJ Hyun singled in the first, and Kang Min Ho singles here. That's going to bring up Ryuji Hyuk having a fantastic season. And that misses up high, 1-0. All right, the 1-0 pitch is fouled away. 1-1, 152 on the gun on that one. Any thing happen elsewhere? SSG's up 1-0 against NC. And LG's still up 2-0, but possible threats discovered on the Hana offensive side. All right, the 1-1 pitch is fouled away. 153 there on the gun. It was that is there a double in there? I'm actually surprised. Welcome, KD. I finally got a Samsung game for you. And that's going to be right back up the middle as he snags it and then throws the shorts. But that's will be a 1-4, it looks like. What is he doing? Did he catch it? Oh, it did bounce. That's what I was wondering, why he threw to second base, but apparently he ended up actually, it did hit the ground right in front of him. All right, Yuji Huck will now be on first base as Kang Min Oh thrown out at second, and that brings up Pak Sung Gyu. First time I've seen him 250 on the season. One hit, so he's 1 for 4. All right, the 0-1 pitch is Gamboa, a great play on the mound. And the 0-1 is in the dirts, and it's 1-1. Yeah, I'm really surprised that Gamboa did not start on Sunday. I really surprised. Not bad. How are you? And the 1-1 misses inside. It's 2-1. What did I do with that? There she is. All righty, here we go. The 2-1 pitch sets up on the outside corner, and that is going to be hit into right field. Yoon Dong Hee comes up, but that is a overthrow. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Their first hit with a runner on base, as they've now got runners on first and seconds with 2 outs. Brings up the number 9 hitter. Oh yeah, I understand most of it. Every once in a while there'll be a word or two that I don't know, but for the most part, if you type in English, I'll answer in English. If you type in Korean, I'll probably answer in Korean, just out of habits. As Lee Sung Gyu steps in 195 on the season, and swings and misses at a pitch at his shoes. 31 pitches now for Gamboa. As here comes the 0-1 pitch. Sets up on the inside. And right at the same spots, but he doesn't swing at that one, and it's 1-1. And another 1-1 pitch as he went around again on a pitch that almost hits him in the foot. Somebody take the bat out of his hands. Swinging at the ball when it's landing behind him. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. His, time is called. He's not able to hear the pitch come, apparently. Here we go. The 1-2 sets up on the inside again, and that hits him in the foots. And that will load the bases. 네, 이번 달 그 자격률 200? 맞죠? 네. 250? All right, they're gonna flip the lineup back over. How much does he make? 20 awk, 20 awk 2 million a year to hit 250. All right, Kim Gi Chan steps in. And that is fouled away. 0-1. Nah. I'm sure you're happy to see Kim Ji Chan, but still can't play defense yet. As here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. This is going to be trouble as he picks it up. The throw misses, and he'll get back, and they're going to have a rundown as not able to grab it, throws home, and not able to get it there either. As 2 runs score on I don't know what the hell that was. 2 runs score on, I guess, a pitcher error and a throwing error by the second baseman. I don't know what the hell that was. It was a little swunch. He grabs it, throws to first. Nasung Yup is not able to grab it. The second baseman was covering, throws to the shortstop, who then throws home, and then the throw home is not very good. And good Lord. Again, I have no idea how that's going to be ruled. But they've got a runner on first and second now. They've got 2 runs in as that misses outside, and it's 1-0. That brings up EJ Hyun. EJ Hyun singled in his last at bats. Again, I'll have to figure out what the heck the ruling is on that. That is low, and it's 2-0. Yeah, the ruling is KBO-ness. The ruling is KBO on the field. As the 2-0 is broken, snapped bat as he sends that into the Samsung cheer section. Snapped it right at the handle. And it's a 2-1. I'm still waiting on the official score on that. It's like Little League. Pak Sung Gyu heads up base running there. All righty, here we go. The still waiting. It's throw the ball around. No fundamentals is that is a foul to straight back. 153 on the gun from the big lefty. Even even the KBO scorers don't know how to score that. The app is going to be broken for the next 20 minutes as they try to figure out if that was an error, how many errors, and all of that. Is the 2-2 is a foul away. 155 on that pitch. All righty, here we go. I think you got to give him an infield single on that. He's just so fast as the 2-2 is in the dirt, and that runs the count full. Yeah, the only thing you can score. What was that? That was just KBO. As the 3-2 is fouled away again. Still no official score. Again, I think you got to give Kim Ji Chan a hit there. I don't know if you give an error because it was just heads up base running there by Pak Sung Gyu. All right, here comes the 3-2. 2 outs, 2 on, a 2-0, bottom of the second as he spins around and doesn't do anything. So no errors given. They are going to give him a single. As that is up high, and that's going to be a walk to load the bases back up. Yeah, and I said it earlier, he struggles with command. So they give him a hit, 1 RBI. And then Yuji Huck will get a run scored. Pak Sung Gyu will get a run scored. As Kim Sung Yoon steps in, looks at the ball 1 up high. 1-0. Here we go. The 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a miss. 151 is he's not able to catch up to that. Yeah, RBI for Kim Ji Chan. Just 1, not 2. Just 1. So he got the RBI for Yuji Hyuk, but he doesn't get the RBI for Pak Sung Gyu scoring. As the 1-1 up high, 2-1. I figured they would give him a hit because the reason the throw to Na Sung Yup was bad was because he had to rush so much because Kim Ji Chan is just so fast. But there was nothing that was an error. It was just bad mental play. The same thing that happens every day in the KBO is that is a strike on the outside, and now it's 2-2. All right, the base is loaded once again. 2 outs, a 2-2 count. 2-0 Samsung in the bottom of the second. And he steals home. Oh my Lord. He just stole home. A straight steal of home. Holy crap. Wow. Wow. A straight steal of home. This is normally my home run lights, but good Lord. Straight steal of home because Gamboa takes forever. And not only that, but both runners end up moving up a base also. Kim Ji Chan is now over at third, and EJ Hyun is over at second. Oh, but they're in third as the 2-2 is fouled away. I have never seen that in the KBO. I have never seen that in the KBO, honestly. As the 2-2, and that gets away, and Kim Ji Chan is going to score on the pitch in the dirts. That also moves the runner up to third. I'm going to say this now. I don't know why he was picked. All right, we've got ourselves another full count here. I just when I looked at his stats in AAA, I couldn't figure out why he was brought over here. Yeah, swing and a miss there, but not before Lotte gives up 4 runs on just 3 hits. Good Lord, was the KBO shining down on that inning. That was awful if you're a Lotte fan. Oh my Lord. So you had a 1-out single again by Kang Min Ho. I think they have 4 hits total. Yeah. So a hits there by Kang Min Ho. And then he was thrown out at second on the Yuji Hyuk ground ball to the pitcher. Great play by the pitcher there. Then a single by Park Sung-gyu. And then he hits Lee Sung-gyu to load the bases. Then Kim Ji Chan, a slow roller up the line, but he's so fast, he's not able to throw him out. And then they throw to second to try to get the guy that's off the base too far. And because of that, Park Sung-gyu ends up scoring because he runs as soon as they throw to second. Then they load the bases back up, but because he takes so long with his setup, you get a straight steal of home by Lee Sung-gyu, and Kim Ji Chan and EJ Hyun both move up a base, and then the wild pitch scores a Kim Ji Chan. As good Lord. All right, Son Ho Young will lead things off for for Lotte in this comedy of baseball. As that is going to be a ground ball. I mean, good Lord. Wow. Just what was that? That was just awful. All righty, here we go. Gerardo now a big lead is That is in the dirt, 1-2. Arado again on the road or at home. He pitches pretty much just the same. Not a lot of difference as the 1-2 going to go up high. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Grabs it, throws, and that is going to be an error. As the game just keeps getting better, ladies and gentlemen. The game just keeps getting better as he slowly decides to throw, but instead throws it in the ground. Diaz not able to scoop it. All right, Katie. Tomorrow will be Hanwha versus LG. No Lotte versus Samsung. Is don't go too far. The comedy is just beginning. As that is in the dirt and into Kang Min Ho. So Jong Do Sung steps in. Did you see it, Kiwi? All right, the 0-1 is outside 1-1. I wouldn't say doomed. I just think that the KBO needs somebody like me to take over in one of the dugouts, and the 1-1 is outside at 2-1. I think the KBO needs somebody like me to take over in the dugouts and install some fundamentals and some brain in the dugout from the coaches. All right, it's Son Ho Young, not Song. As that's going to be a ground ball, a toss to the shortstop, and then throw to first, and that's is a beautiful, beautiful 4-6-3 double play. Grabs it with the gloves, tosses it with the glove, and then a throw to first gets the double play. That was MLB-esque, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Katie. All right. Well, that clears the bases. 2 outs now, and that brings up Go Sung Min. I'm ruining the league, Kiwi. Uh, it's right next to the stage or the dugout. So it'd be like I think like 118, 119, 120. Something like that is in the dirts, and it's 1-2. So yeah, something like that. As the 1-0 is up high, 2-0. But I'm not entirely sure because when I went, they did not have a cheer section. They did not have cheerleaders. Yeah, EJ Hyun is definitely the best defender in the league, as that is going to be a rip into right field. It'll roll to the wall. He'll round to first and head into second, and he's got himself a 2-out double. As Lotte attempts to bring themselves back. Yeah, I would say his batting has gotten better, though. I will say his batting has gotten better. All right, so Reyes steps in, 6-3 ground out in his first at bat. 0 for 1 on the day. Swing and chips it into the glove there. Oops, wrong side. 0-1. Former Lion, now KT Wiz. And now the 0-1 is fouled away, 0-2. All righty, here comes the 0-2. Sets up on the outside. He chops it, and it's foul. Looks like he's chopping wood, getting himself ready for the winter there. And the 0-2 is fouled away again. He's swung at the last two pitches that have been below the zone and above the zone. His strike zone is just so big. I believe he's the second tallest player in the league. As here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sets up way outside the box and misses way outside the box. And it's 1-2. Yeah. You taking the KTX, or you taking the whatever, what do you call that? The bus is that is fouled away. Yeah, it is far, man. It's a cool stadium though. You'll have to compare it to Hanwha Stadium. I really make sure you go early because there's a lot of like stuff to see around the outside of the stadium. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch just sets up off the plate again, and he it goes down, lifts that one up, but the left fielder is under it, and that is three away. They get a single, but then I raced on the double play, then a double, but a flyout. So we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 4-0 Samsung. Oh yeah, 2 o'clock game. Ooh, yuck. Corrado, a quick inning there. 55 pitches. Well, Kenny, did you see that what was supposed to be whatever that defense, or I don't know what the hell that was? And that whole inning was just a catastrophe. Oh man, Kenny, you're lucky you didn't watch it because it probably would have caused you to have to get a new TV. All right, Diaz will step in, facing Gamboa for the second time. A 4-3 ground out in his first at bat. Looks to just strike one at the bottom of the zone there. 306 on this season on his 0 for 1 day. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a strike up at the zone. And it's 0-2 now. righty, the 0-2 pitch. Thank you, Kara. As the 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. That's what happens when you challenge a hitter. 5 strikeouts now for Gamboa. As he went down, up, down, and catches him swinging through it. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and 1 out. And that brings up Kim Young-un. He struck out in his first at-bat also. And that's going to be a chopper. Second baseman comes in, grabs it, throws, and that will be 2 away. Brings up a Kong Min-ho. Kong Min-ho singled in his last at-bats. Was erased on the grounder. 아니요. 제가 그냥 KBO 좋아해요. 어떤 팀, 모든 팀, 모든 팀, 모든 팀. As that is in the dirt, and it's 1-0. All righty, here we go. The 1-0 pitch sets up at the letters, and that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Or 1-1, sorry. 1-1. 박성재, Samsung 팬이에요? Yeah, no, the 1-1. Swing and a miss there on the changeup, and it's 1-2. There you go. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up right down the middle. And what is Kong Min-ho doing? Why would you call time with the pitch clock down at 1? Yeah, 보통 home team uniform 입어요. Alrighty, the 1-2 pitch, and that misses low, and it's a 2-2. 59 pitches, 8 pitches. Just 8 pitches so far in this inning. Here comes the 2-2 pitch right out on the middle, and that's going to be rolled over. Shortstop back on the grass. Jump throw, not in time, and it gets past Na Sung-yup, but Yu Gong-nam is there for the play. Kang Min-ho was showing off the wheels, ladies and gentlemen. Na Sung-yup, what are you doing? What is that? All right, well, if, oops. Oh, we've got Kang Min-ho over at first. Yu Ji-hyuk steps in. He is 0 for 1 on the day, a 1-4 ground out in his last at bat, but also scored a run. As here we go. And he pops it up on the bunts. But he played first base last year, too. That's just bad. Like, anybody should be able to make that play. Because it wasn't like he was stretching. He just missed the ball. Comes the 0-1 pitch. That's right back to Gamboa. Again, Gamboa bobbles it, but recovers and throws to first. And that'll be 3 away. They get a 2-out single, but nothing from it. But they're up 4-0. We'll go to the 4th inning. It's 4-0 as Samsung. Oh. You might look at the bus, Kiwi, because the bus station is right next to the KTX. Yeah, but the KTX from Daejeon to Changwon is like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's it's long. Man, I'm trying to think of the last time I haven't booked a tickets. What are you looking at, Kiwi? Are you looking Saturday? We'll say 8 o'clock. There's an ITX that leaves at 11, but that's way, way too late. There's a KTX that leaves at 2:35. You get there at 12:32. All righty, here we go. Jun Janu, the cleanup hitter, leading things off in the top of the fourth here. Is that's going to be a ball. Pitch clock violation. That's standing, is what that is. I bet it's a bunch of Hanwha fans heading to the game. As that's in there for a strike, and it's a 1-1 now. As here comes the 1-1 is misses low, and it's 2-1. Kiwi, I would grab that standing seat, the 1035 Daejeon, as that is going to be ripped into his center field, but Kim Sung Gyu under it, and that's one away. Thank you, thank you. What is it? So, I can't see the letters anytime. But thank you, thank you. Yeah, I would grab that just so you make sure you have something. All righty, here we go. That brings up a Yoon Dong Hee. It looks at just strike one on the outside. Yeah, I saw that. I was actually gonna well, as soon as I saw you in here, I was gonna ask you that. As the 0-1 is a low and it's a 1-1. Because it was in what's the Kia second league team? Like Gunsan or something? Is that is a fouled. And 1-2. You got the first five though, right, AJ? Um, Hampyeong. Okay. The butterfly capital. Man, every single city in Korea is supposedly famous for some random thing. As here comes the 1-2 is that's fouled away, stays 1-2. You should be fine. Gamboa, I don't think will go five. I think he'll only throw maybe one more inning as that misses outside, and it's 2-2. Masters of what? As the 2-2 is a ground ball, shortstop over, quickly gets rid of it in time, and that is a two away. Yes, He Man and Shira. All righty. Maybe everybody there has master's degrees or something? All right, Yugong Nam steps in. He struck out in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. Sets up at the letters, misses low, but still in there for a strike, and it's 0 1. 318 on this season for the Lotte backstop. Sets up with the glove on the ground. He throws it with the glove on the ground, and it bounces and smacks the umpire. So he says, "Hey, you don't get to throw it back, catcher. I'm going to throw it back." The Napoli of Korea. Napoli is considered the city of sun or something like that. It's sunny 365 days a year. And then you go to the island of Capri. All righty, 1-2 pitches, swing and a miss, and he strikes him out for the second time today. He's only got 2 Ks, and they're both courtesy of Yugong Nam. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It's a 4-0 Samsung. 1-2-3 inning, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, they do exist in Lotte games. Believe it or not. 13 pitches there leaves him at 68. So Samsung will have the 8-9-1 hitters coming up. Yeah, something like that. They have the big Chimek festival. I've never been to that though. I did. I actually was the one time I did go to a game in Daegu. When the picture that you guys see for this is, I've only been to Daegu twice. Uh, the one time I did go for a game, uh, this one they had the Chimek festival at the same time, but it was so hot, it was miserable. That is one thing that I'm not going to miss. Summer baseball in Korea. As great as it is to go to baseball games, the feeling of just absolute sweat on the way to the game is just not something I'm looking forward to ever again. We'll see. And Gamboa is still scheduled to be back out there. I know Daejeon is the city of science. All right, here we go. First pitch is up high, and it's 1-0. Here we go. The 1-0 pitch sets up on the inside and misses up high and outside, and it's 2-0. Gamboa, 64 pitches now. Again, I thought he would throw about 70 to 80 was my prediction on his pitch count. Is he sets up on the outside in there for strike, and it's a 2-1 now. Has not had too many problems with control. Obviously, the one walk and the one hit by pitch, both of them huge. But the 2-1 is in there for strike on the outside, and it's 2-2. Yeah, I did see something like that. Busan is now the coffee capital of Korea. As the 2-2 is in the dirt. He swing. Did he? I think he went. Oh, he did not. As we've got ourselves a full count, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, here we go. The 3-2 count. swing and a miss there, and that's strikeouts number 6. You gotta be a strike on pitch number 67. It is the rules. I don't make them, I just follow them. As Isan Gyu, a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. And then the 0-1, a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. AJ, things are not looking good, man. Lots of zeros around the league today. As the 0-2 misses low, 1-2. Yeah. And here comes the 1-2 in the dirt. You think he went around? He did, and that's will be 2 away on the 7th strikeout of the game for Gamboa. Busan's still upset that they didn't get the whatever. Oh, I don't think he wins. I don't think he wins. All right, so flips the lineup back over Kim Ji Chan. He has single with an RBI and a run scored in his last at bats. He drops the bunt down, but as he, I believe he hit the ball or the bats when he was outside of the batter's box. So they're going to double check right now. We'll check the replay ourselves. He bunts it. He hits him again, but I think his back foot was still in the box. Yeah, he's still in the box. So his foot is still in the box, so it will be a foul. All right, let's try this again. The 0-1 pitch coming up. Yeah, his left foot was still definitely in the box. His hand and now the ball out. 최강 Samsung. 네, 알겠습니다. 수호 천사. As that just misses on the outside, 1-1. Thank you, thank you. All righty. And that's going to be a ground ball back up the middle. A diving stop by Go Sung Min, but it gets him at first. Why did he not run through? Why did he not run through that? He was pulling up at first base instead of running hard through it. As that will be a 3 away. A great stop there by Go Sung Min, and we'll go to the 5th inning. It's a 4-0 Lotte or Samsung. Like, why did he stop running? You got the one of, if not the fastest guys in the league, and he starts pulling up after he runs through. Kenny, I don't think you got much of a chance, man. I really don't think you've got much of a chance. Once again, Lotte is the slowest game in the league. Elsewhere around, no, he wasn't. He just didn't run through the bag. He started slowing down after he got before he got to the actual bag. It looked like. So elsewhere around the league, LG still up 2-0. Top of the 6th there. Hanwha's got 2 outs in the top of the 6th. SSG is up 1-0 against NC. And then KT and Doosan are both tied at 0. And Kium, surprisingly, Kium is up 2-0. Old Mr. Clutch or new Mr. Clutch? All right. Junmin Jae, the number 7 hitter, steps in as looks at ball one outside, and it's 1-0. All right, Hirado, 69 pitches. Oops, wrong button. As Junmin Jae lifts that one up, left fielder Pak Sung Gyu under it, and that's 1 away. All righty, 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 righty. 수호, 수호 전사, 대구에 있어요? 다른 도시에 있어요? As here we go, as way up high. Ball one, 1-0. Na Sung Yup, 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to the first baseman in his first at bat. As the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Kiwi, if the scores were different, would you still say the same? There you go. All right, to the 1-1. Fouled away, and it's 1-2. Hurrah! Yeah. 근데 제가 KBO 좋아해요. Alrighty, the 1-2 is grounded to the first baseman, backhands it, and rushes to bag and steps on it. That will be 2 away. 근데 제가 대전에 있어요. 올해 같이 한화 시즌관 있었어요. 그래서 올해부터 시즌관 사지 않고 KBO 중계 방송해요. 올해 같이 3년 동안 한화 완전 경기밖에 중계 방송하지 않았어요. As here comes, that is a broken bat, and that's going to be a bloop into left field. And he's got himself on base once again with a broken bat single, flipping the lineup back over. That is a couple broken pieces as that tree sacrificed its life for Son Ho Young single. All right, Jung Do Sung steps in. He singled in his first at bats. As that is going to be ripped into and just foul. A very, very long strike one. Kiwi bleeds orange. Ju Hyung P. All righty, here we go. The 0-1 pitch. Sets up glove on the ground, and that's a swing and a miss there. 0-2. Just 2 strikeouts on the day for Hirado. He is not a guy that strikes like a lot of guys out. 57 strikeouts in 71.2 innings coming into the game. As here comes the 0-2, sets up way up and out, and that is going to be a ground ball, but it's foul. And it stays 0-2. 나니와 어떤 팀 좋아해요? Alrighty, here we go. The 0-2 pitch. Checks over on the runner at first and up at the letters, and he fouls that away once again. And Junmin Jae in his first at bat on Jung Do Song in his first at bats. Uh, Ended up getting himself a single, but was picked off over at first before Go Sung Min even got to his at bats. Is that's going to be a ground ball? Second baseman grabs it, underhand toss, and that will be three away. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 4-0 Samsung. They get a runner on once again, but cannot do anything. Five hits between both of them, but it's 4-0. Samsung will have the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. We'll see if Gamboa comes back out or not. He is at 75 pitches. Again, I said 70 to 80 pitches for him. So we'll see. 60 or 55, 58 is the most he's thrown in AAA this year that I saw. So we'll see if Lotte goes into the bullpen or if they're going to push him a little bit. Elsewhere, KT is threatening. They've got runners on first and second in the bottom of the sixth with just one out. Kia is now up in the bottom of the fifth. They're still down 2-0 though. Hanwha did get one run on a single by Noshiwan, scored Mr. Clutch Moon Hyun Bin. They're now in the bottom of the sixth inning. Looks like they're getting ready to start that, but Hanwha into the bullpen. Kim Jong-soo out for Hanwha. He has not pitched well in his last 3 games. We'll see what happens there. All righty, we are back. EJ Hyun leading things off. Gamboa 75 pitches. Parado sitting at 80 himself. Oh, Gamboa is still out there. As here we go. The first pitch is in there for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. Kim Jae-hyun, a 4-3 ground out and a double. Oops, that's not right. A single and a walk. As a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. I wonder if the professor will start in instead of Wong Jun Seo. But Wong Jun Seo, I mean, he went 5 innings. That's all you can ask for from your number 6 starter. As here comes the 0-2 pitch, sets up outside the zone. A swing and a miss, though, and that's strikeout number 8. Little back door slider. Little back door slider. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy how that works. All right, Kim Sung Yoon steps in. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. As that one has popped up, the but out of play, and it'll be 0-1. Da, 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 da. Da. They're gonna get try to get 5 innings out of him. It looks like. As here we go, the 0-1 pitch breaks in there for a strike on the top of the zone. A beautiful breaking curveball. Just barely catches the top of the zone, and it's 0-2. ERA of 8.31. As here comes the 0-2 pitch. And almost hits him, but it's a 1-2 as he jumps back out of the way. Yogurt XO. No sugar. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside. And he fouls it away. 153 on the gun as that gets into the seating area. The table seats back behind the dugouts. I do like Samsung's stadium. There's nothing that stands out so much whenever I've been to the stadium. Uh, I think there's lack of seating in the outfield, as Vets is in the dirts. He did not go. One thing I did notice is, again, when I went there in 2018, it was 2018 was one of the hottest years in Korea, and they had they have like misters when you walk in, so you can walk in and go through like misters to keep you kind of warm, as that's going to be a ground ball. The shortstop bobbles it, regathers, and throws it into the fencing, and that is going to be an error on the shortstop. He'll be over at the second base now, as that is a dangerous thing. As AJ is happy and he's dancing. He may not say and admit that he's dancing, but he is definitely dancing on that air. That's probably where those 5,000 seats are. AJ's doing a little jig up there in the vertical as Diaz steps in 0 for 2 on the day, and that hits him. Nope, he's dancing in the. He is now dancing down in the horizontal, as the hit by pitch puts runners on first and second now for Kim Young Un. Second hit by pitch today. All righty, here we go. Spins around to check on the runner over at second. Single easily scores one, as Kim Sung Yoon is one of the fastest in in the league. I still want to know what they're going to do with the old stadium here in Daejeon. As here comes the first pitch to Kim Young Un, is swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. Kim Young Un struck out in his first at bat, a 4-3 ground out in his second, 0 for 2 on the day. Here we go, the 0-1. And that misses low. 1-1. No, they wouldn't do that because they have Sosan, and Sosan has an indoor practice facility. And they have indoor practice facility. They have housing and all of that. They have like a whole complex. As the 1-1 is popped up, but it gets out of play, and it's 1-2. The and Sosan. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch breaks in there for a beautiful strikeouts looking. And that's going to be his nice strikeout of the day, out number 2. And AJ is 1 out away from being done with the KBO. All right, so we'll have a pitching change now. 90 pitches looks like was his limits, as he went 89 pitches. And we'll have our first pitching change of the day. We'll see who they bring in. You're gonna have to say, are they gonna bring in Chejun Young. Bring in a righty, I would assume. Oh, Kang Min Ho. You have Kang Min Ho as a righty. Kim Kang Hyun. Oh, final line, not quite final line, as he's still responsible for the runners on first and second, but 4.2 innings, 89 pitches, 60 for strikes, 5 hits, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, 4 runs, all of them earned. And one of these days, we will find out who's pitching for Lotte. So Kim Kang Hyun will come in. If any of you are familiar, Kim Kang Hyun is the one that lost the game against Hanwha the other day. Gave up the walk-off walk. So that's good for you, AJ. He's got a whip of like 13 or something now. That's not that high. All right, so Kim Kang Hyun out on the mound. He'll face Kang Min Ho, 4.13 ERA, 1 win, 2 losses, 26 games, 28 and a third innings. Yeah, he took the loss in the game against Hanwha. 2 batters, 1 hits, 1 walk, and 1 run. He actually is not the one that gave up the walk to walk him in, but that in there for strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. He's the one that gave up a hit and a walk before they brought in Pak Shi-hoon, I think, as who they brought in. I don't know. That guy's not even on the roster anymore. And here we go. The 0-1 pitch that's up on the outside, and that's grounded a foul. 0-2. He's actually Kim Kang Hyun has played fairly well on the season. Says wide in the zone, wide in the zone. As here we go, the 0-2 pitch sets up in the other batter's box, and he grounds it foul. AJ, AJ, hanging on for dear life here. I guess Kiwi they gave up on Kim Jong Soo. He's on a gonna drop him off at Sosan on the way home, as sets up in the other batter's box once again, and that is way outside. 1-2. Like one pitch or one batter, one double. Okay, you're coming out. You're done. All righty, the 1-2 pitch just sets up on the inside this time, right at the waist. And he spins around and checks on the runners. We'll have a pitch eventually. I mean, they got to throw a pitch eventually, right? All righty, here we go. 1-2 pitch. And fouled away. Set up on the inside, but leaked it way off the plate on the outside. And it stays 1-2. Ju-hyun Song came in and closed the door, huh, Kiwi? Ju-hyun Song is back. And the 1-2 pitch says widen the zone once again. Here comes the pitch, sets up on the outside. And that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, throws it to seconds. And that will end the threats. It'll be 6-4 on the putouts. They leave 2 more on. They've left 5 on, but they'll take a 4-0 lead into the break. I'll see you guys in just a bit. All righty, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We's be back. Sorry, AJ. Go Sung Min will lead things off for Lotte in the top of the 6th here as they look to try to get on the board. And here comes the first pitch as low, ball 1. And the 1-0 swing and a miss there, and it's 1-1. The over? What is the over? As here comes the 1-1 is in there for a strike on the outside, and it's 1-2. Ooh, that's dangerous, man. I wouldn't do it. As the 1-2 is fouled back. Stays 1-2. Parado's at 84 pitches. He usually throws about 100 pitches. So yeah, I think it would be. What's up, Mary Kate? Ooh, I see why you're happy, Mary Kate. I was wondering what happened with Kia. Chae Hung Woo with a 2-run shot to give them the lead, and we've got 2-2 counts now as that just misses outside, running the count full. Everybody loves a full count. Everybody loves a full count. Alrighty, here we go. The 3-2 counts as sets up on the outside. And that's going to be past the diving second baseman. And he has got himself a leadoff single. He's on base for the second time today. As Reyes now steps in. Now, this is where Reyes parks it over the outfield wall for a to make the game 4-2. Bowler has not pitched well. 6 hits, 1 walk, 7 Ks, 2 runs. All right, another hits for Lotte. Here we go. Leo Reyes 0 for 2 on the day, and that's a ground ball past the jumping runner over at first, and then he goes to third. A bobble out there in right field by Isan Gyu, but it doesn't matter as it wouldn't have didn't change anything. And Reyes is on base for the first time today, and they've got runners now on the corner with nobody outs. You better throw it on there now, AJ. Throw it on there now before the sites catch up to you. Say I'm usually ahead of the the other sites. Is that is a strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. Jun Janu steps in at 291 on the season, a single in his first at bats. Fly out to center in his second at bats. Fly out to center here will score a run and get him off of the goose egg. As that is popped up, but it gets out of play, and it's 0-2. 90 pitches now for Hirado. Here we go. 0-2 count as sets up with his glove on the dirt and throws it in the dirt, but misses on the other side of the plate, but not enough to get a run in. As Kang Min-ho is able to move over and block it and get up to his feet, pouncing on it like a cat. As here comes the 1-2 pitch. 91 pitches now for Hirado. Sets up on the inside, and that is going to be a broken bat. A shot to the third baseman. Grabs it, and that's going to be a 5-4-3. A double play. A run will score, but not what they wanted. Absolutely ripped is another broken bat. That's the third broken bat that I've seen so far for Lotte. As that gets Lotte on the board at least 4-1 now as Yoon Dong Hee steps in. Yoon Dong Hee, a 5-4 ground out and a 6-3 ground out, looks at ball one outside. 1-0. Here we go. The 1-0 is outside also, and it's 2-0. Rado upset with him after that pitch. Maybe he's upset at himself for giving up the run. as he's trying to get that ERA down below 2. And here comes the 2-0 is in the dirt, and it's 3-0. On deck is Yugong Nam, who is struck out both times he's been up. He is the only two strikeouts that Gerardo has, as he sets up right on the outside, and the 3-1 is down the middle. 3-1, and 96 pitches now for Gerardo. A quality start to King. He'll give you 6 innings. He'll give you 6 innings, or he'll give you 6 innings. Take your pick, which one you want. As here comes the 3-1 pitches. That's going to be a ground ball past the diving third baseman, and he will be on base once again. Or sorry, not once again, but they'll have people on base. So once again, that brings up Yugong Nam. Not a good dive by Kim Young-un. The ball just went right under his glove. Would have been able to make the stop if he had a better dive. All right, here we go. Yugong Nam, like I said, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. Swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. Arado would love to add the third K of his day. Yep. All right, he sets up at the letters, and he fouls it to straight back, 0-2. He has not had very good swings all day against Arado. All righty, here comes the 0-2. Yoon Dong-hee over at first. Yugong Nam in the batter's box, and he's going to ground that one, but it's foul. Apparently, there's an advertisement for peanut butter in the announcer's booth. All right, to pitch number 100 for Gerardo. He says, throw it in the dirt. He is swing and a miss. That's 3 strikeouts for Gerardo on pitch number 101. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 4-1 Samsung. Leave another one on. They've left 5 on base so far today. Wow. Why is he right? Yeah, show him who's boss. But why did they say no swing then? Because I'm looking at it and it says that he struck out. Probably both. Ah, okay. Makes sense. All right. Kim Kong Hyun is still out there. Yuji Huck steps in, and the number 7 hitter is that first pitch is fouled away, and it's 0-1. Yuji Huck 1 for 2 on the day, a single in it. Oh, sorry, wrong set. 0 for 2 on the day. 1 for ground out, but scored on the Kim Ji Chan single, as that is popped up. That might be trouble as Junmin Jae is out there into the grass, and that will be 1 away. Brings up a Pak Sung Gyu, 0 for 1 or 1 for 2 on the day. And sets up on the outside and misses outside. 1-0. Pak Sung Gyu a single and scored a run in his first at bats. He struck out in his second at bats, hitting a 333 on the season. And sets up on the outside, misses outside again, and it's 2-0. So a final line for Hirado, 101 pitches, 72 for strikes, 8 hits, 0 walks, 3 strikeouts, 1 run. It was earned, and he is in line for the win. Is that's going to be fouled into the shin or the foot or something of the umpire, and that's 2-1 now. And the 2-1 pitch outside, 3-1. NC is tied it up in the top of the 8th. It's 1-1 now. As here comes the 3-1 pitch, sets up right in the middle, and a swing and a miss there. Is that a cutter? Or a two seam? That was a break in right at the batter. What was that? As the 3-2 is fouled away. Well, everybody loves a full count, full count, full count. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch. And that is fouled away again. No way that was a 4-seam with that much tail on it. All right, Steve, make sure you check in on that Kia game. 3-2. And a swing and a miss there, and that's 2 away. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Isang Gyu. Oh, Doosan threatening, top of the 8th with 2 on and 2 outs. As here comes the first pitch, just misses outside. 1-0. Isang Gyu 0 for 1 on the day. He got hit by a pitch and he stole home, and therefore he is the best player in the game today. As the 0-1 is swing and a miss, 1-1. Stealing home is an automatic player of the game. There's no debates. As here comes the 1-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. And it's not even that stupid double steal that these teams like to do. It was a straight up steal of home. As here comes the 1-2 pitch is fouled away. As Kang Min Ho replays Gamboa's really, really, really slow as that is fouled away. Just, I don't know what he's thinking. What was he thinking? That whole routine, man, he just took off. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside, says throw it even farther out. And what does he talk? The ball was on the the batter's box line. Why are you walking off like you just struck him out? There's no framing, Yukon Nam. Welcome to the KBO, the robot strike zone. Maybe you should figure out what it is since you're 0 for 3 with 3 Ks today. That is a strike on the outside, and that one he didn't even think he had. And we'll go to the 7th inning. It's a 4-1 Samsung as the KBO-ness is starting to get a little out of hand in Daegu. 1-2-3 inning, a second one for Samsung. We'll have in the top of the 7th, we'll have a 7, 8, and 9 coming up for Lotte. In Lotte, plenty of hits. They just can't get anybody in as they only have gone a 1-2-3 once today. Well, technically, is elsewhere around the league. LG's up 2-1. They've got a runner on first and second with a 2-2 count and 2 outs. And then NC runner on first and second, full count, 2 outs, top of the 8th there. KT is up 2-1 against Doosan, but Doosan, never mind, Doosan just got outs with a runner on first and second. And then Kia and Kium. Kia's still up 3-2 on Kium, top of the 7th there. So they are just a little ahead of this game as they've already started the top of the 7th versus us who have not started just yet. As LG has now loaded the bases for Austin Dean. Kiwi is not happy right now. He wants to sing some Austin Dean music, but he realizes that's not a good thing. As Kim Tae-hoon steps in, takes over on the mound for Hirado. All righty, here we go. Junmin J leads things off, 1 for 2 on the day. And he looks at a strike right down the middle as Kong Min Ho does his best EJ Wan impression and drops it. All right, here we go. The 0-1 pitch sets up on the outside corner. And the pitch is blew past him, and it's 0-2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a 0-2 count. We've got a runner. We've got a right-handed batter. We've got a right-handed pitcher. What could we do? Oh, he taps the ground, and he throws it in the dirt. Did he go around? I don't think so. And it's a 1-2. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside corner. And it's going to be a ground ball through the right side. He's on base for the second time today. 9 hits now for Lotte. Na Sung Yup will step in. What's up, O'Neill? Be careful. That Samsung bullpen is raring to go. 4.35 ERA on that Samsung bullpen. And checks over on first, the slowest possible throw over to first. All righty, here we go. Na Sung Yup 0 for 2 on the day as that is just catches the top of the zone, and it's 0 1. Na Sung Yup grounded out to Diaz at first in his first at bat, and then he grounded out to Diaz in his second at bats. 0 for 2 with two ground outs to Diaz. Diaz bobbled both of them, but was able to just step on the bag. And here comes the 0 1 pitch, just swing and a miss there, 0 2. And that checks over on the runner. He slides back in. All right, here we go. The 0 2 pitch sets up in the other batter's box and leaks it over, but that's going to be a 4, a 6, 3, a double play. Now, once again, Lotte gets some hits, but nothing after that as Na Sung Yup grounds into a double play. That brings up Soho Young. Did I spell his name wrong again? No, I did. Okay, there was a strike there. We didn't get to see it, but apparently there was one. And they throw the ball away. I have no idea what's going on. I couldn't see the first pitch because they were still showing the replay. And then he got a ball and then he threw it off to the side. And is okay. Here comes the 0 1 pitch. Just sets up at the letters in the middle of the plates and misses way up high, 1-1. Sono Young, a single in his first at bats, or sorry, his second at bat. His first at bat was a E6. As the 1-1 is popped up, right fielder under it, and that's will be 3 away. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Samsung 4, Lotte 1. What'd Moonbog Young do? How close was it to the wall, Kiwi? Oh, Kium just tied it up. Yeah, how close was it to the wall, though? Was it to the warning track? Where's Mary Kate? She's not happy right now. All right, is Kim Kong Hyun still out there? They still have him out there? Guess he's only thrown 23 pitches, so. Na Sung Yup is done. So Kim Jin-wook is going to come in the pitch. The former starter They tried him at starter last year. They tried him at starter again this year as he worked in the off season with Yuan Jin working on his changeup and his changeup and maybe a cutter also. Uh, I live in Korea. I'm only alive here on YouTube. Kim Jin-wook, 8.69 ERA on the season. Again, he started as a starter earlier this year, but struggled mightily, and so he went down, and now he's back up and back into the bullpen. As the first pitch just catches the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Yeah, O'Neill, I'd love to be able to do on Soup where you're watching the game, but unfortunately, I live in Korea, so I can't. And Twitch is not available in Korea also, so that leaves here or maybe like TikTok, I guess, if I wanted to, as the 0-1 is in there for a strike and it's 0-2. All righty, the 0-2 to Kim Ji Chan, and misses way outside as Yu Gong Nam is still trying to frame these pitches. So again, Che Hong over at first base now. Che Hong, that would be the brother of Che Jung, the all-time home run leader for the KBO. Is that is going to be a bloop into left field. Reyes dives for it, not able to make it, and Kim Ji Chan is easily going to be on second base as he's got ridiculous wheels. Not entirely sure why he dove for it so late, but he did. And now Kim Ji Chan is going to be on seconds with a leadoff double. Right off of the edge of the glove. And here we go. Runner on second base now. EJ Hyun steps in. EJ Hyun 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in his first at bat, walked in his second, and struck out in his last at bat as he steps off the back of the mound. And misses low there. 1-0. Time for Mr. Clutch, Kiwi. All righty, here comes the 1-0 pitch. And he fouls it off of his shoulder. He is hurt. As Yugong Nam it fouls it right off of his shoulder, and he immediately grabs his shoulder. It looks like they got the signs mixed up. I don't know how you get the signs mixed up. You have pitch calm. As he he's back there, he reaches up and then his hand reaches up with it and it goes off of his shoulder. Uh-oh. That's what I was talking about, Mr. Clutch, not the fake one. Did he just get picked off? All right, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. After the delay, Yukong Nam stays back there behind home plate. As that's going to be a bunt pop up. The pitcher grabs it, throws to first, and one away. Sacrifice bunts. Goes with a 1-4 putout, so moves Kim Ji Chan over. As for some unknown reason, Yugong Nam was pointing to third. Like there, you were not going to get him. All right, Kim Ji Chan over at third base now, just one out as Kim Sung Yoon steps in. We'll see if they do something like a old safety squeeze. Kim Sung Yoon reached on an air in his last at bats. As there's the bunt, as the safety squeeze was on, just like I imagined it would be. Somebody put me in a dugout. Okay, we've got a 0-1 counts now. As will they try the safety squeeze again? They do not. They slap at it, and that is going to be a single. Chopped it over the third baseman's head as Kim Sung Yoon comes up with an RBI single. And that makes it a 5-1 Samsung. Chops down at it, and it just bounces right over off one hop off the ground, and then bounces all the way over third base into the dirts or into the grass. And they've now got a runner on first for Diaz. Diaz 0 for 2 on the day, as the probably one of the worst pickoff moves I've ever seen from a left-hander there. Diaz hit by a pitch in his last at bat, a 4-3 ground out and a strikeout is that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Have to see if they put Kim Sung Yoon in motion here. Yugong Nam not known to be very good defensively, as actually he's awful. He's awful. I think he's thrown out one batter all season, as the 0-1 is fouled away, and it's 0-2. Have to think that he's going now. Because if it's a ball, obviously he's not going to be in good position to throw it. If it's a strike, well, you know, Diaz should be swinging. And the 0-2 is crushed. Good bye, baseball. Just barely over the wall. And that's will make it 7-1. Sorry, AJ. The 0-2 pitch, only out in this stadium. No other stadium in the world besides the one I played at when I was 8 years old. Is that a home run? Only in Daegu is that a home run, ladies and gentlemen. 21 home runs now for him. What is the umpire doing? The umpire's not even paying attention. Like Kim Young-un is tapping his bat in the batter's box, getting ready, and the umpire is not even behind the plates. As here comes the pitch up high, 1-0. All righty, here we go. The 1-0 pitch, and that's a grounded So you got to get one more then, right, AJ? All righty, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. As that is fouled away. Well, Lotte is going to be bringing in their bad bullpen guys, though, since it's now a 6-run lead. Same way with Lotte or Samsung. So I could see a run scoring late. As here comes the 2-1 pitch. That is chopped foul into his foot, and it's still 1-2. So KT did hold on to win against Doosan. They get the 2-1 win. Their fourth win in a row is they are trying to climb up into the standings, sitting in fourth with a win. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch now sets up on the outside. And a little squibbler, but foul. I don't know what that swing was, as he was stepping way out of the box. A check swing, Swanty Bunty something. Yep. If you would have taken the 8, no one would have scored. That or Yun Dong Hee would have robbed this right at the top of the wall or something. All righty, and once again another 1-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside, just above the belt, and a swing and a miss on a pitch up in the zone. His third strikeout today. He is trying to make sure that he takes the lead back over for most strikeouts in the league. All right, Kang Min Oh steps in, and a swing and a miss at a ball below the zone there, and it's 0-1. Kang Min Oh 2 for 3 on the day, a couple singles and a 6-4 ground out. 6-4 ground out that made AJ upset, as that was with a runner on first and seconds in the 5th inning. As the 0-1 outside, 1-1. Yeah, another 1-1 pitch sets up down the middle, and that is below the zone. 2-1. Da, 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 da. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Mary Kate, where you at? Kia just took the lead on an Osanu, a solo shot in the bottom of the 7th. Mary Kate sweating bullets up there in Canada. As the 2-2 pitch, 22 pitches on the day. And that's a swing and a miss at a strike over the zone. Yeah, Osanu with a solo shot to give Kia the lead. That'll be it for us in the 7th inning. We'll go to the top of the 8th. It is all Samsung at this point. No, we'll see here now. We've got on LG still in a tight one there. It's 2-1 LG. They're up now in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs, though. Nope, we're going to go to the top of the 9th. Hanwha will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming in to face. I don't know who LG's closer is anymore. I really don't know who LG's closer is because LG's manager decided to throw his closer 3 games in 2 days. and then he is now on the DL with a shoulder injury. KT gets the win 2-1 over Doosan. SSG and NC are tied at 1. They're now in the bottom of the ninth. 1 out, 1 on for SSG as they've got Go Myung Jun up to bat. And then Kia just took the lead. They gave up the lead they gave up the lead to Kioma, tied it in the top of the 7th, 3-3. But then a 1 out solo shots by Osanu gave Kia the 4-3 lead. They've do have a runner over on first base with 2 outs still in the bottom of the 7th. So this is the only game that's not a good one, as Bae Chong Sung out on the mound now for Samsung. Bae Chong Sung 3.92 ERA on this season. No, that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. No, top of the lineup, Jung Do Sung starts things off, or Jung Do Sung, sorry, as that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Baechan Sung, 392, a rookie this year. The number 3. Sorry about that. The number 3 pick in the draft. The number 1 pick, Kium, ended up wasting his arm early in the season. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be a chopper up the middle. That is probably going to put him on base as he beats it out on an infield single. As soon as I saw that hits, I knew that he was going to be on because he moves fast, and that slow roller is a good play by EJ Hyun, but wasn't able to do anything as he's just got too much speed. And that is now their 10th hit of the day, but yet they're down 7-1. As Go Sung Min steps in now. They have out hit Samsung 10-8, but that is misses inside. And here comes the 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Go Sung Min on the season, or on the day, 2 for 3, a 4-3 ground out, a double, and a single and a run scored. And the 1-1 misses inside at 2-1. And the 2-1 misses up high, 3-1. Diaz not even really holding him close, as the 3-1 is a check swing, fouled away on ball 4, and that runs the count full. It's the second full count of the day. Everybody loves a full count, full count, full count. And here comes the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss on ball 5, and that will be 1 away. They heard AJ took the over and decided to start swinging at ball 4 and 5. All right, Reyes steps in now. 1 for 3 on the day, is 6-3 ground out, a fly out to left, and a single. Batting from the right side for the first time today. And now that misses up high. 1-0. 317 on the season for the KBO hit leader. And the 1-0 is fouled away. 1-1. 149 on the gun from the left-hander. Here we go. The 1-1 is fouled away as that was up high again. 1-2. And fouled away again. He is getting himself plenty of swings, just forgetting to put it forward. All right, the 1-2 sets up on the outside and misses way outside, and he is going to run over to second base, round second. But he'll just hang out at second. Is that missed really badly? Looks like Hanwha just grounded out to end the game as LG gets the 2-1 victory. Here we go, the 2-2 pitch. And that is slapped, and that'll be fair. That's going to be AJ's dinner as Jang Du-sung comes home on the RBI double by Reyes. There you go, AJ. Look at that. You're getting custom calls in this chat, custom calls in this broadcast. You don't get that on ESPN. All right, Jun Janu steps in now. 1 for 3 on the day is in there for strike, and it's 0-1. All righty. Jun Janu, a 5-4-3 ground out in his last at bat, flew out to center, but also single deck in the second is that's a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. Of course, of course. All righty, here we go. The 0-2 pitch. And lays off of it in the dirt, and it's 1-2. 19 pitches now for Bae Chang Sung. Bae Chang Sung is one of the guys that they normally go with, which is important here because now he's at 20 pitches. So you got to be thinking about the other days as that's an inside out swing. He fouls it away. 152 on the gun as elsewhere, Kia put up another run in the bottom of the seventh. They've got runners on the second and third now. They're up 5-3. So Lamole, if you're a Kia fan, there you go. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss on. He was way, way late on that. And that's 2 away. How's the grading, Steve? All done? And And we'll get a pitching change here. Like I said, you have to wonder about his pitch counts. They're probably watching my stream is what I imagine that a lot of these teams do is yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these teams at this point they know about this stream, uh and they probably have this stream going in the dugout so that they can hear what I say and tell the managers to do. That's kind of what I'm thinking is happening at this point. So yeah, I mean, I that's the it makes the most sense to me. I think. We'll see who they bring in here. And Samsung is out hit them 11-8, but Samsung is not walked all day today. They have not walked once. I mean, you have Go Min who swung at it was 3-2, and he swung at ball 4 and 5. All right, so Kim Jae Yoon will come in. So Kim Jae Yoon is the former KT closer that actually won a championship with KT, and then he came over to Samsung last year and ended up taking over and was a big reason for Samsung being able to actually make the playoffs. As Kim Jae-yoon this season is not pitched well though. So last season he ended up taking over for Oh Seung Won when Oh Seung Won just crapped himself basically. Uh, but from there, he this year he's just been awful. 771. He's lost his closer role and is now playing basically middle relief as the first pitch to Yoon Dong Hee is in there for a strike and it's 0-1. So Yoon Dong Hee on the day, 1 for 3, 5-4 ground out, a 6-3 ground out, and a single. And the 0-1 sets up on the outside. And that is in the dirts, and it's 1-1. I don't particularly know what his struggles are this year. I haven't obviously doing the entire league. I don't have time to get a whole lot of information on any one team. But here we go, the 1-1 pitch. And that is ripped into the outfield. Reyes will round a third and come on home as Yoon Dong Hee has himself an RBI single. And that'll make it 7-3. That brings up a Yugong Nam. Yugong Nam has himself a hat trick already today. He is looking for the old golden sombrero to take back to the hotel. Kia 7-3 now. Today hit another home run. Nope. Wang Dae-in with a RBI single to put them up 7-3. As that one is pretty much over. As that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yugong Nam again 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out in his in the second inning, struck out in the fourth inning, struck out in the sixth inning. Will he struck out here in the eighth inning? Is that's a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. The only other game that is still in doubt is NC and SSG. NC and SSG are tied at 1 in the top of the 10th. So the 0-2 sets up on the outside, right on the left-handed batter's box line. Is that is way up high though, and it's 1-2. All good then, AJ. A fantastic day. I'll be doing the Hanwha and LG game tomorrow. As here comes the 1-2 pitch, sets up on the outside, right at the knees, and misses outside. 2-2. 146 on the gun. Sounds good. You got Ponce on the mound versus LG's replacement, foreigner replacements, as that is outside, and that'll move Yoon Dong Hee over to second base on the wild pitch. I would imagine it's gonna. So the I don't want to say yes, because my concern is LG's foreign pitcher is not very good. I think I think the first few innings I would have to think is that is going to be lifted into right field is just gets foul. My concern is I think Hanwha should easily win that game. But I'm concerned about LG giving up a lot of runs. That would be kind of my concern. If you look at Colin Ween is his name, he gave up 7 runs in the first 3.1 innings yesterday. He's got an ERA almost 7. He's only gone. He hasn't gone. He's gone 5 innings once in his last 3 starts. He's pitched 4 innings or 4 games as that one is turned on, but it's a foul. He gave up 3 runs in his first game, 4 in his second, 1 in his third, and 6 in his fourth game. He is pretty close to running out of time in the league, I have to imagine. So I think, yeah, I'd be concerned about that. But Hanwha's offense is so bad. As the 3-2 is gonna be lifted into left field under it, and that will be 3 away. But they get a couple on some singles and some doubles, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 7-3. Samsung leaving another one on, but they finally got a couple in. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get any help from LG on the over parts. I think it's gonna be all would all be Hanwha. But Hanwha's offense is so bad. That's a tough one, man. I don't think I would touch that one, honestly. The Keon bullpen is just so bad. That's the thing is any Kia game or any Kium game, if it's close in the 8th inning or 7th inning, it's stuff. All right, so Yuji Huck out on the mound. Kim Song Soo out on the mound for Lotte. 32 games. Again, you're down 4. I get it. But continuing to send out the same guys every single game. So Kim Song Soo out on there now. as Yoon Dong Hee will come out. But why is he coming out now? Like, why did you wait? All right, Yuji Hyuka steps in now and looks at the ball one up high, 1-0. And the 1-0 is popped up. The center fielder coming in under it, and that will be one away. So Yoon Dong Hee is out. Kim Dong Hyuk is in right. No problem. I'll see you tomorrow night and enjoy the rest or the nap or whatever you want to call it. And that is going to be a single over the second baseman. And just like that, we've got some more action here. As Pak Sung Gyu is on base for the second time today. Couple Ks and a couple singles. So Song Sung Bin is back behind the plates now. Oh, I guess Song Sung Bin hit for Yukong Nam. I missed that. As that's going to be a liner to the third baseman and not able to catch it. But because it was hit so hard, they ended up recovering and throwing to second base to get the lead runner. As Gu Jahook lines it right to the third baseman, who jumps up off the glove and then underhand toss to the second baseman. All right, we've got one away now as flips the lineup back over. Kim Ji Chan looks at ball one up high. Trying to get this refixed and everything. Is give me just a second. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike on the outside, 1-1. And the 1-1 is a slapped foul, 1-2. Kim Ji Chan, 2 for 4 on the day, struck out. RBI single with a run scored in the second, a 4-3 ground out, and then a double and a run scored to lead off last inning. As here comes the 1-2 pitch. Runner on first is Gu Jahook, and he slaps at it to the first baseman, is not able to make the play, and Gu Jahook will go to third. We'll see what the official score is on that. They may give him a hit. Yeah, I think so. J5, I think so. We'll see. They've got runners on the corner now. So runners on the corner with 2 outs. And that is in there for a strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. And here comes the 0-1 is up high, 1-1. Maybe. I don't know, 2 outs, it's tough. All right, the 1-1 pitch, it checks over to first, and he slides back in, and it's 1-1. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, as here comes, the 1-1 pitch, and that is, fouled away. 1-2. Yeah, the thing is I sometimes I hit the buttons and sometimes I not because all of the stuff you see on the screen is controlled by me. I change every single thing on there. So sometimes I can't do everything when there's a lot of plays. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch and in the dirt's outside, and it's 2-2. Lotte will have the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. So all righty, the 2-2 pitch is set up right down in the middle, and it misses inside, runs the count full. Still waiting to see, did they give him an infield hits? They did not. They give him an error on the first baseman. All right, the 3-2 pitch, Kim Ji Chan will be running, and that is ripped, but foul. As that woman saw her life flash before her eyes. J5, did you go with the one more run? All right. Well, hopefully it comes as that is a swing and a miss on ball 4 in the other batter's box. And they leave a 2 on. Good Lord. Why are you swinging at a ball in the other batter's box? We'll go to the 9th inning. Thank you, whoever just did that. I can see this one. Thank you, Dalton. All right. The top of the 9th. Will Lotte get one run? They'll have the bottom of the order coming up to try to do it. Kenny, Kenny coming in finally. Will the question is, will the Lotte game finish before the SSG game? No problem. Not really. I don't bet. I can. I don't bet, so I don't know anything. Uh, but I wouldn't say betting tips, but I'll be like, yeah, oh, I wouldn't do that or something like that. That's about my limitations. I don't want to be responsible for other people's money. Oh, here we go. We've got the top of the 9th coming up. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. Yeah, you can ask. I know it's a quick game for Lotte. I'm very surprised, especially with 10 runs. All righty. Top of the 9th coming up. Why is my buttons not working? Out on the mound is Baek Jung Hyun, 2.20 ERA on the season, 2-0, 2 holds, 25 games, 28 and 2/3 innings, 29 strikeouts, 8 walks, 1.7 or 0.173 batting average against, and a .85 whip. So Junmin Jae steps in, and first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. And way outside, 1-1. And the 1-1, a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. And it's 1-2. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Euros. As that's going to be a ground ball off the pitcher's glove, grabbed by the shortstop, but it will be in time. And that will go down as a 1-6-3 putout and one away. All right, the number 9 hitter, Che Hong, coming in. Again, he took over on defense for Na Sung Yup after Na Sung Yup went over 3 on the day. As nope, we'll have a pinch hitter here. Jose Jin, I think, is what the back of his jersey says. Joe something, as that's a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. Here we go with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss there, and 0-2. I can do that, ladies and gentlemen. They haven't even put his name up on the scorebug on the actual broadcast. As here comes the 0-2 pitch, sets up in the other batter's box, and swing and a miss as he leaked it way over inside. And good thing they pinch hit here for a 3-pitch strikeout. All righty. Gotta love it. Best game ever with a straight steal of home. All right. Kim Min Sung steps in, pinch hitting here for Son Ho Young. As looks at the ball one there. The names on your screen don't match the names on the actual game because they're subbing everybody. As here comes the 1-0, misses low, and it's 2-0. If he gets on, I'll get it changed. And here we go. The 2-0 pitch misses low, 3-0. There we go. Got her changed. I still don't know who was pinch hitting for Che Hong. As here we go. The 3-0 pitch and misses outside, and he walks him. 4 pitches, 4 balls, and they've got the magic runner on base for J5. First walk of the day for Lotte. First walk of the day for Lotte, ladies and gentlemen. 2 outs in the top of the ninth before you get your first walk in the KBO is not a good thing, as that first pitch is in there for a strike right down the middle. Jong Do Sung, 2 for 4 on the day, singled in his first at bats, a 4-6-3 double play, a 4-6 ground out, and a single in his last at bats, and the 0-1 in the dirt, and it's a 1-1. Benzema, you tipped in euros, or I think that's euros. Where do you live at? As the 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside corner, and a swing and a miss at ball 2, and it's 1-2. All right, the 1-2 sets up on the outside on the batter's box line, as that is lifted into left field. Gujauk chasing it, but sticks the glove up, and that will be 3 away. As Samsung comes away with a big victory, 7-3, and they will make sure that they at least stay in the playoff spots in 3-way tie between Samsung, SSG, and NC. I'm sorry, J5. I take 100% responsibility for that, as I had my out counts incorrect on my screen. I take 100% responsibility for that. Hopefully, you did not bet the farm on that. So, Samsung comes away with a win. It was expected. They should have won. There should have been no questions that they were going to win. Gamboa, his first game in the KBO, first his debut, KBO debut today, uh, was he pitched longer than I thought he was going to. He ended up throwing 89 pitches. I thought he was only going to throw about 70 or 80 pitches because, again, he was with the Dodgers AAA organization, and the most he had ever thrown was 58 pitches, and that was a month and a half ago. In his 8 games in AAA, he had a 4.19 ERA. He did not strike out a lot of guys. He walked a lot of guys. And today his command was a bit of an issue. The bigger issue was the fact that he just gave up a bunch of hits. And the other issue was, uh, you had the defense was an issue. You had the hit by pitches was an issue. You had a bunch of issues, obviously. But his debut, not great by any means. He ended up giving up 4 runs and 4.2 innings, but the fact that he was able to throw 89 pitches and go 4.2 was better than I thought. I thought he was again going to go 70, maybe 80 pitches, maybe 4 innings. Because a lot of players when they first come over, they have a lot of issues adapting to the ball because again, the KBO ball is a little bit smaller, it's tackier, it's tighter wound, and it has bigger seams on it. So it takes them a little bit getting used to. They can usually throw a little harder than they do in the MLB, and they can usually have their breaking pitches are going to have a little bit more movements than other uh, than other uh, than other leagues. So, I mean, he pitched well enough. 89 pitches, 5 hits, 3 walks. The big thing, 2 hits. Obviously, the play of the game, the play of the day, maybe the play of the month was the straight steal of home base of home. Isung Gyu on base after. So before that's basically you had a strikeout, a single, a ground outs. So he had 2 outs in the second inning there, 2 outs with a runner on first. Pak Sung Gyu, you had the bottom of the order, the number 8 hitter comes up and gets a single. That single puts runners on first and third. But then you have the hit by pitch by Isung Gyu and loads the bases. From there, Kim Ji Chan with a slow hit. He's just so fast. Again, he's a left-handed batter, so he's so close to the play first base already. And then he's going to outrun any player on the field. So Gamboa tried to throw him out at first. Nasung Yup is really struggling defensively over at first base. He just doesn't look good over at first. Ends up not being able to field that. Then they throw to second base, trying to get the guy that was too far off that base. The throw isn't that good. And then from there, Pak Sung Kyu ends up coming home because they're throwing it around like it's a little league game. Then you from there you have the bases loaded again after the walk to EJ Hyun, but Gamboa with a that takes so long to get into his set position that Isang Gyu just takes off home and a straight steal of home and is easily in. And then they throw the ball around again, and Kim Ji Chan is able to get to third. And then on top of that, also EJ Hyun is able to get to second base. So that second inning was the inning. It was a lot of KBO-ness. Just that's all the only way you can really explain it is it was just pure KBO-ness. Because of that was really what put him in. As I'm right now, I'm watching. He was already home before Gamboa even lifted his head up. Like they were all three stealing. Like I'm just watching it right now. It was just ridiculous. And then a wild pitch scored Kim Ji Chan, and from there, at that point, the game felt like it was already over. As Lotte was getting plenty of hits, they just weren't doing anything once they got people on base. They ended up putting up 3 runs later, but again, Diaz with another home run, is 21st on the season. Uh, it's not a home run in any other stadium in the entire league. It's just the Samsung Stadium. The left center and right center field walls are just so close because of the design of the outfield walls. Makes it again, the corners are 99. From the corners, though, normally you would have like kind of a rounder area towards center field, or at least kind of a boxy hexagon type style or octagon. But the center field wall is only about this big, which puts a super, super sharp angle to the corners instead of going out kind of like boxier style. And that's what causes the left center and right center field walls to be so, so close. Without that, the game is much, much different. So, Samsung gets the win. They should have gotten the win. Gerardo on the mound. One of the better pitchers in the league. So he pitched extremely well. 6 innings. Again, he just goes 6 innings. That's what he does. 6 innings, 101 pitches, 8 hits, 3 strikeouts, no walks, 1 run. It was earned. The bullpens pitched, yeah, okay. Lotte bullpen obviously gives up the 3 runs, and the Samsung bullpen gives up the 2 runs. So they didn't pitch great. They pitched well enough, especially for the KBO. But Samsung was supposed to win, and they do come away with the win. Elsewhere around the league, LG gets the win against Hanwha, which means Lotte doesn't lose any ground on second place. They're still going to be just a half a game behind Hanwha in the standings. So KT ends up getting the 2-1 win over Doosan. Go Young Pyo, again, that game is exactly how it should have ended. Go Young Pyo should have won that easily. Kia is currently up a 7-4, top of the ninth right now, as Kia is up 7-4 against Kium. Kium has a runner on second and third, though, with Cheju Wan up to bat, so 1 out. Nope, looks like a sacrifice fly has now made it 7-5, as Kia trying to hold on for the win, as they now have a runner on second, with Iju Hyung stepping in to bats in the top of the ninth, as ridiculousness again. Then in the NC and SSG game, SSG is up in the bottom of the 11th again. This year, KBO only goes 11 innings in the regular season. They have a runner on first with 2 outs. So we'll see what happens there. But thank you guys for tuning in. Mary Kate, are you in this? Are you in here, Mary Kate? I promised Mary Kate I would do the Kia game if this game finished early. But I don't think she is hanging around here. So thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow I will be doing the Hanwha versus LG game. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please make sure you hit the like button thing so that it goes out to more people. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. And as always, until next time.